Another sunny morning, and just coming inside the small house, worker's house, to have a look and show you around what the electricians have been up to yesterday. So, got a few wires hanging down there, ready to a new consumer box there. So we've got starting from over in that corner, we've got some drops for sockets down to regulation height. Then we've got one plug up there for if we decide to fit aircon, it's got a power source without dragging a lead down. Another socket there, one in that corner over there behind the ladder, and more sockets. So all channeled in, and so we can either sand and paint or get it replastered in the future. But we're trying to keep this as economical as possible at the moment. Don't have loads of pennies, so as cheap as we can on some of the jobs. So yeah, there's going to be a double light switch put in there for an outside light and for this light. And this is the state of play in what was the oven room. Yesterday I had to dig down further on this bit because it's just a mud brick base with some rubble in there. So I've had to make it so it will get some concrete on it. And then I think we're looking at putting the boiler on maybe that wall, or it might go on the outside wall. I'm going to get the pipes through from the bathroom to come through. Washing machine's going here, having a sink there, so both wastes will have to go that way, through that wall, through the hole, and link up with the bathroom stuff. And then basically that'll be all the waste plumbed, and then we need to start working on the boiler, and then the water in and out of the boiler, and where it goes to, taps and things. So that's this morning's update on the worker's house. We'll have to see how it goes today. Come on, no slacking.
Tell them how hot it is.
It's 47 degrees in the sunshine and about 35 in the shade. Everyone back in the UK is really cold, so we shouldn't whine and moan too much, baby.
I can whine as much as I want, I like the cold.
No. Boiling hot today, and in the sunshine. Oh, it's actually cooled down a little now. We're now at 41 degrees in the sun. If you can pick it up on there, 41 degrees, there we go. It's actually dropped a little bit, don't know quite how, but still scorching.
Many hours later.
We've got the boiler sat up there now. That hole's going to have to be filled. That's from the log burner flue from the shower, but that's the boiler style that they have out in Bulgaria. Apparently you can get, there's a slimmer version of that, but it goes a lot lower, and I've heard of one that's a rectangle but it has 2 cylinders inside it, so all depends what your taste is, and that will do exactly what we need. So that's secured firmly up on the wall. Right, so this is the machine we've had to borrow for doing the plumbing, and what you do is you put a fitting on this side and you put your pipe into this side like so, and it's like a soldering iron. It warms both pieces up, and then you pull them out, push them in to each other. Basically, you just push the fittings together while there's heat there, and it melts them into each other, and that's your seal. So yeah, we'll see how well we're doing with that when we get everything piped up, I guess. But we've had to give up on that today to get a few parts. In the meantime, I've got to vacuum the top of this bathroom here on account of it's full of rat poo and cobwebs, and we need to be up there to put the ceiling light in. So all good fun. Right, we'll crack on. My co-star in this shot is Hetty the vacuum. Today it looks like we're in for a bit of a storm. We forecast heavy rain for the next 24 hours, which will be quite refreshing, but it also means everything we've got outside has to go under cover if we're going to use it. So we have to go through a chunk of this stuff, see if we're keeping it, and then hide it away. But it's the first proper rain in ages, so looking forward to it. First job was to clear some more branches I'd cut from the mulberry tree. Where? Forgot one. There we go, we're just clearing up the garden ready for storm to hit, and praying mantis on this lump of wood. It's going to stay where it is then. Hello. Moved around. Got a couple of shots of it. So, what I'm thinking with the table is that we could actually pull them into the other inset. That way they're...
Is that where it was from?
Yes. When we get to... You alright?
Yeah, I just want to talk today.
Yeah, it's on one today, isn't he?
It is.
Go this way, down this stump in the ground. Might need to be pulling that one out as well. See. Right, so that's some of the garden cleared up anyway. We've got total blue skies, and yeah, it's a bit weird to think that we forecast torrential rain. It's due to set in well tomorrow morning at least.
And then back to baking Sunday.
And back to baking some again, yeah. So this is the outside wall on the worker's house. Now got the electrics hooked in for that building, so that's a good thing. And a bit later this week, the windows there and there, they're going to get taken out and blocked up, because we'll never use them, and then they'll be rendered from the outside. There's the new rat-proof trunking for the cellar lights that have just gone in. Should keep the rats off for a while. Nice, brighten the area up nicely. Right, the electricians have nearly finished now. Still here, still doing last couple of lights and switches. Got the new consumer unit in. All the cables into the wall. I've still got to finish off the plaster to go in. So our sockets, and decide what we're going to do with the light. But yeah, well, power's off at the moment, but very nice switches and very nice sockets. So yes, quite happy with those. Still a bit of work to do, and when the electrician's gone today, I think the plan is to continue plumbing after that. Just got a wall fan put in, a temporary light up there. We've got the LED one to go in once all the ceiling's been cleaned. Get the soot dust off from the log burner that was here. So there's the boiler in place. We've got I'll have to find some blanking plates for those holes that used to have the log burner. Big red switch we can't touch yet on account of there's no water in the boiler. So not quite sure what we're going to do with this wall yet either. It goes from smooth to rough where the oven was, and you have to fill that and skim it or something. I'm not really sure. I'll have to find out soon, I think. And then we've got the hole from the oven entrance to fill as well. That'll be a case of bricking that up, I think. And then once all the plumbing's in, we can get on with concreting the floor and try and sort some of the walls out. Coming along, I'm quite happy with it, and nice to have a consumer box I can actually reach, as opposed to the Bulgarian ones which seem to be put out of reach. Need a ladder to get to. Cracking. It's coming along slowly. I think maybe day after tomorrow I'll have those windows out and start blocking the holes up. So that'll be a good thing. Another step in the right direction. Have a think about this floor. It's just a mud floor at the moment, and we're obviously going to need to concrete it, so not budgeted for that yet. We need to find out a price for it. Right then, off we go again. Right, so we had the house electrics wired up, and they've put us a couple of lights on for the outside, and this is the veranda light, which is going to shine down the steps for us so we can sit on the veranda on an evening. And I'll just have a quick walk into the house and we'll put the outside light on. So and the light switch, there you go, that's the outside light, which shines quite a good beam out. Yes. So we've got good illumination for the garden. It's fantastic. Yep, can't beat that. So this is lighting the steps area up, so we can see when we're walking up to the veranda. Brilliant. Yeah, chuffed with the electrician. Few days work, but at least I know it's all done properly with a consumer unit, so yeah, bit of peace of mind. Fantastic. Well, just walking along the path heading for the loo, and I've just noticed there's a mass of snails out tonight. I mean, all over the place, and that's a big pile of them as well. Wow, never seen so many snails in one place, I don't think. Okay, let's see if I can get a close up of that one. Get out of the way! Got snail road rage. One of the jobs that I think was going to happen today is the backfilling on the trench is going to get levelled out. We've still got a box to build around here, fill it with straw because it's not going to get sorted out before winter, and the pipe that runs crossways is the mains into the worker's house or the small house. So basically we need to get that ready for winter and frostproof. But my main job right now is all these concrete posts. I think we're keeping this and the third one along. Everything else is coming out today, so I've got to snip the wires between them and get them ready for taking out of the ground. Right, so that's all the plumbing parts we're going to be using today. That's the machine that does all the heating up of the joints. It's like a soldering iron. And bloody hot. There's a couple of joints there that are ready for putting on. Right, so this is the plumbing machine working. Plonk that on for a few seconds. And just press and hold that in. There you go, that should be sealed now. So that's a few of the concrete posts removed from the garden that we don't need. A few to move on the far side. And then all of this has been flattened off. Down towards the soakaway. Get a little bit more to do tomorrow to backfill the trench that we dug for the waste on the workers' house. Well, the house now. So, all good stuff. It's about 7:10. It's getting dark outside already. And had a fairly decent day with the plumbing. A bit of messing around with some of the fittings. Had to pop out again to get some more. And yeah, so everything's in place now. And we're currently pressure testing the cold water side. We need to get the link cables for the boiler so we can actually test the hot water side tomorrow, and then leave them both under pressure for a couple of days just to make sure. Most of our piping is going under floor, so we'd like to make sure it's watertight before we put it in there. So anyway, I'll show you what we've done so far. So yeah, this is going to be for the kitchen sink. That's the washing machine, and these two will be going up to this boiler up above. So all done with flexi pipes, and yeah, just got to measure up each when we get to fit in appliances and stuff. So, and through here we've gone, that's the mains in over that way, and then that's going to be the bathroom sink, and as you can tell is going to be the shower area. So like I say, the cold water side of things is getting pressure tested tonight. If we'd have had a link cable, we could have tested the hot water side of things. But yeah, it's been a pretty good day, considering the Bulgarian style of plumbing is totally different to anything I've seen in the UK. I've used galvanised piping, and I've used copper piping, never used any plastic really. Yeah, this is a totally different way of fitting, melting one piece of pipe into another piece of pipe, and it's watertight. So yeah, it's very strange, but it's also not something you can alter without cutting a joint off. So if you do it wrong, if it leaks, then it's wasted. So it's yeah, an interesting way of looking at things. But yeah, like I say, we'll get to test the hot water side tomorrow and see how it goes, and then leave them under pressure for a couple of days. Right,